Hi, this is Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is The Misunderstanding for 1991. So let's get started. Ralph looked at his calendar and his heart stunk. Right there, circled in red, was the day of Miss Piggy's big show, her first performance at the town hall. And that day was yesterday. Ralph knew that Piggy had really wanted him to be there, but Ralph had been busy all day yesterday getting his piano fix, and he had forgotten all about the show. Oh gosh, wailed Ralph, wringing his hands. Why didn't I look at the calendar yesterday? That way I would have remembered. I'll call Piggy right now and apologize. Ralph started to dial the phone, but then he hung up. I can't do it, he thought. I don't know what to say. She'll be mad at me, and I'll feel so bad. And I feel so bad already. Ralph thought a moment. I know what I'll do, he cried. I'll write to her and say I'm sorry. Ralph ran and got a pen and paper, but when he tried to write his apology, it came out wrong. There was nothing he could think of to say that would make things all right. Finally, Ralph gave up. I'll think about it tomorrow, he said to himself. But the next day, Ralph felt even worse. He decided to wait another day. So Ralph waited another day and another day and another day. Finally, a whole week had gone by, and he still hadn't called or written to Piggy. The longer he waited, the madder he was afraid she'd be. By this time, Ralph was much too much. By this time, Ralph was much too embarrassed to see Piggy. So he began to avoid all the places where he might run into her. He stopped going to the grocery store and the coffee shop, and finally he just stayed home. Then one day, Ralph got a phone call. It was Malin and Sam, who had a show on the radio. He wanted to interview Ralph about songwriting. Well, Ralph could hardly say no to that. A chance to be on the radio? So that afternoon, Ralph went over to the station. The elevator was waiting in the lobby when he got there. Ralph got in and pushed the button. But just as the door began to close, he heard a familiar voice. Hold the elevator, it called. Wait for me. And in ran Piggy, and the door closed behind her. Piggy, cried Ralph, what are you doing here? I'm going to be interviewed on the radio about my big concert. The concert? Piggy sniffed. That you didn't come to. Oh, Piggy, said Ralph, I meant to go, I really did, but, well, I was busy and just forgot about it. You forgot? Cried Piggy. Yeah, and I'm really, really sorry. Then why didn't you call and tell me you forgot? Said Piggy. Because I was afraid you'd be mad, said Ralph, hanging his head. Well, you was right, said Piggy. I was mad, but I was even madder when I didn't hear from you. Since you never called, I figured you just didn't care about it. And that's really hurt my feelings. I'm so sorry, Piggy. I knew my apology is late, but will you accept it now? Piggy thought a minute, and then she smiled. Sure, but next time don't make it worse by being scared to face me. Okay, I might be mad, but I won't bite. Well, I won't bite you. With that, the elevator door opened. Smiley and Sam came running over to greet them. Well, well, he said happily. A songwriter and a singer arriving together. Are you two friends? Piggy gave Ralph a long look. Then she gave him a big hug. You bet, she smiled. Friend for life, agreed Ralph. So that was The Misunderstanding from 1991. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.